All right, so I know a lot of you guys love flashlights, and I want to show one to you today. This is the ST2 by Sofirn here. And this flashlight, it is up to 3,000 lumens. It is incredibly bright. You know, one of the things I don't like about flashlights is that a lot of them are just very cumbersome and they're not easy to use, they're not intuitive. This is very intuitive. And not only, obviously, do you have a 90-degree head right here, which is nice because this has got a magnetic bottom, so you can stick this underneath the hood of a car and then adjust the light wherever you need it, which is pretty handy. So obviously got a big old clip on the back, but here's what's cool about this. This is, I mean, it's got 3 different kinds of lights on here. You got a standard white light, okay? And with all of them, I can push and hold this button right here. By the way, that green button, when it first comes on, I'll turn it on again, how it's solid, that means it's 75% charge or more. If it starts blinking green, that's 50 to 75%. If it's solid red, it's like 25 to 50%, and below that, if it's blinking red, it's like 1 to 25%. So it does tell you your battery level when you first turn it on. So I can push and hold, and this will go all the way up, and when it blinks like that, that's 3,000 lumens. And I can push and hold and go all the way down. Just a little bit of light, which is nice. So if I push it twice, it goes all immediately to the brightest. Push it twice again, that button right here, goes all the way to the lowest again. So this has a red light. Again, I can push and hold this as well, and this goes down. So it doesn't, kill your night vision, and then it's got a UV light. And that's gonna be harder to see in the camera. But that's a nice UV light. Now, why would you have a UV light on a flashlight? Well, I think there's a few reasons. One is, I mean, there's fun things you can do, of course, with it. You can see if like a $20 bill is real or not. It's got that strip in it. The other thing you can do is it can show you like mold in a vehicle, that you can't really see, or maybe your pet goes to the bathroom on your carpet or something, you can't find it. Just use the UV light. You can see bed bugs in a hotel. I mean, there's a lot of uses for something like that. I forgot that's still on. So having a red light for night applications, obviously all kinds of modes for your white light, and then the UV light on there as well. So again, for a flashlight like this, not being super complicated, very intuitive. So this thing will run for 5.5 hours, continuous run for 5.5 hours. So it's kind of a beefy flashlight. I mean, it's kind of built, CNC machined, built for work applications. So if you want to have a good, or I mean, obviously by your bed or something, but if you want to have a good, strong, heavy duty flashlight for your job site, your work applications, obviously this is going to probably stay in my workshop, so I want to have that in my workshop. So it does come with a lanyard in here. So if you wanted to carry this with a lanyard, I guess you could. I don't know why you would, but you have that option. Obviously carry it with a clip, magnet, other things like that. So 3,000 lumens. The other thing on the turbo, that brightest setting, it'll go like 270 meters. So it's a really bright, strong light. So I'm outside obviously right now, and I'll stand up just for a second here. So out here at night, we've got these trees, around, and sometimes the dogs will be barking, and I'm kind of like, okay, what are they barking at? If you don't have a strong flashlight, it's hard to see that kind of stuff, especially if I'm just walking out my front door and trying to find something what they're barking at. This will be a great option. So I'm sure there's all kinds of applications for that 90. I can't really think of a lot of them right now, but it is kind of nice. One thing I did do is I put this on the refrigerator, the magnet back, and I just had it down. So kind of like a lamp, so that was pretty handy. If the power goes out or something, just put this and keep it there. So in here, it is charged with a USB-C right here. So you just take that little tab off and charge it that way. It is I think it's IPX6 waterproof rating on this. So, which is also nice. So if you're out in the rain or something, no problem with this. So, you know, there's a lot of those really cheap flashlights, and every time I feel like I go to pick it up, you know, it's just not working. You know, you got to find like D batteries or something, you know, C batteries. You don't have those on hand. Well, it's nice just to have something like this that you can just charge up. So that's, I don't know, pretty handy. So, well guys, I will drop a link for this down below. At the time of posting, it is on sale right now. They did send this to me just for review and to show you guys, because I know a lot of you appreciate flashlights. We all love our knives, of course, but we also like having a good flashlight. So I'll drop a link for this down below. But thanks so much for your support for us and for our channel, and we'll see you on the next video.